Good morning, good morning, good morning. It is Tuesday. Welcome to Tuesday. I actually sat down to get set up to go live and I looked to see what time it was, like how much time I had before 9 o'clock. And I'm like, oh, I don't. It is 9 o'clock. So, welcome everyone to Tuesday. Yeah. So, I'm just going to take a minute here. I'm going to settle because, again, I didn't realize it was 9 o'clock. So, just going to take a nice deep breath, do a little grounding, feel the floor against the soles of my feet, and the energy coming up through the earth into me, grounding me, centering me, and then down through the heavens, the crystalline white light coming down through the heavens into my soul star chakra, down into my crown chakra, down through the back of my spine, out through my tailbone, clearing and cleansing my chakras on its way. Just some nice deep breaths to center and ground and to become connected with all that is. So, good morning, everyone. Good morning, Stephanie. Good morning, Darlene. All right, so let's see what the message is for us today. Oh, all right. Cards definitely want to be shuffled. They're falling out in packs. So let's tap them out. Give them a nice clearing. Little throat chakra activation. Must be all that clearing I just did. All right, and we have cards literally flying at us. So Spirit is here, and it is talking. Yeah. All right. The first message that literally came out was transition, because that's what we're all in right now. We're all in transition. This is actually the death card in a traditional tarot. So what this is telling me is that this is big transition. This is big, big endings, bringing you beautiful new beginnings, big, big beginnings. But when you're going through a transition that is big, that is jarring, jolting, unexpected, it can feel out of sorts. It can feel unbalanced. It can feel not good. And so with this coming out, it feels like you've been through the transition because it is in your past um, position. So this is what you've been through. This is what you've been through. This is what some of you are just coming out of, but you have felt some transition, some change. And it's been big, guys. For some of us, again, it's been divorce. It's been a new home. It's been eviction. It's been pink slip. Big, big changes. Something big has changed in your life. And, so this is uncomfortable. And it's going to be really important to not get into the ego and say that this was somebody else's fault, that I'm right in that they made a mistake. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Don't get caught up in the blame. Don't get caught up in the victimization. This is what this card is all about. It's all about those lower vibrational frequencies of victimization and blame and shame. You were moved out of that situation because it no longer served you. Whatever the people around you were, whatever the situation was, it just couldn't be yours anymore. And if you can just accept that without feeling like something's been done to you, if you can just accept that you're moving on into something beautiful coming and not get into the shame or the victimization or the guilt or any of those lower vibrational frequencies, that's going to keep you playing small. That's going to keep you going through another cycle of pain or another cycle of losing. It is time. It is time to know that the reason this happened was because you are coming into a victory. You are coming into reaching a goal or starting a goal or moving in the direction of a goal. And it is going to be an upward climb. It is going to feel like you're traversing a mountain. It is going to feel hard. It is going to be hard won, but you are going to be victorious at the end. So whatever has moved away, whatever has left, whatever has transitioned, just know that it was its time. It was its time. And so, with the new house, the new job, the new relationship, it's all coming. But right now, you've got to stay out of the victimization or the blame that you did something wrong or that somebody did you dirty. You got to let it go, because you don't want to. You don't want to not have peace in the present. You don't want to not feel peaceful so that you can draw in the experiences that are for you. And also, when they come in, to receive them in a way that they feel good. But if you're staying in, they did me dirty, they did me wrong, it's their fault, then you're never going to feel the peace and the higher vibrational frequency that's going to allow the new opportunity to come in, that more beneficial relationship come in, that more better situation for you. So don't allow your ego to steal your peace, because you are coming into a time of receiving. You are coming into a time of things coming to you. But if you're staying in the, it's everybody else's fault, or I have to do this because X, Y, or Z, then you're never going to feel the peace in the present. You're never going to be able to reach your victory. You're never going to get to your goal. So for some of you, it is time to step out of the chaos. It is time to get into this cocoon that is going to help you not be the victim, is going to help you realize that you do have gifts and talents that need to be explored, that it is time to love yourself in a way where you're just making some decisions that maybe others won't support, but it's the right decision for you. And sometimes we just have to do that. Sometimes we just have to say, you know what? It's okay. It's going to be okay. I know what I'm doing because I have to do it for me. And if you can't support me, then you have to go in a different direction, or we have to go in a different direction. And that's what I feel like's been going on for many, many of you, that you've been coming out of this playing small or people pleasing or doing what you felt was right just for others and not for yourself. So for many of you, these beautiful new beginnings are going to be after some really, really difficult endings. And for some of you, it is going to be hard, but you can't get into the, well, this is where I'm stuck, or this is what it has to be because X, Y, or Z. No, you can choose to have different. You can choose to do different. But you have to know that when you do, you're coming into what is for you in a way that, yes, it's going to feel like an upward climb. Yes, it's going to be hard. Yes, you're going to have to trust and surrender that the resources that you need will show up when you need them. You have to trust and surrender the how and the why it's going to happen. But just know that it is going to happen, because it's time for you to come into this peaceful present, for you to come into joy and harmony with your purpose and who you are and why you're here. But if you keep playing the victim, you're never going to get there. Oh, yeah, Caitlin, I'm so sorry. Hey, Krista. Good morning, Kara. Good morning, Kim. Hey, Mandy. All right, so Cocoon, the outcome. You need time to rest, recover, and transform. Life may have been busy and challenging for you of late, and your soul is calling for you to spend some much needed time processing the lessons and experiences that you've lived. A cocoon is a container that you enter into as your old self, taking all parts of you into a space that only you inhabit in order to grow and evolve. Creating a cocoon in your own life may mean setting some boundaries with others as you move into the quiet space that you need at this time. Disconnecting from social media, people who engage in drama, and other negative influences can help you immensely. A mindful audit of where you are spending your energy can assist you in allowing your evolution with greater ease and grace. So often we forget to make our own needs a priority, and this leads us to be depleted. Reserve your energy at this time and look for ways that you can engage in solitude and contemplation. It is in our quiet moments that we can hear the whispers of our soul, and the guidance that we need can come into our conscious awareness. Use meditation to disconnect from the outside world and the collective consciousness. You will emerge from this as your beautiful, transformed self and take flight in a new direction. Still, we need time to allow this process of regrouping, reflection, and healing. Don't let your ego tell you that this is a waste of time. It is an investment in your precious self. If you choose not to allow it, you are choosing to give away energy other people, and situations that you need for yourself right now. How much cocoon time you need and what this looks like in your life will become clear to you as you set the intention and begin to align with allowing this in. It's time. It's time to get quiet. It's time to hear what the message is for you, what the way forward for you is, where you need to be putting your time and energy and effort, where it's going to be most beneficial for you. Good morning, Cynthia. Good morning, Thomas. So going into Cocoon can simply be finding 5 to 10 minutes a day where you sit quietly in meditation, whether that's sitting in your car listening to the music blaring, whether that's sitting in the bathroom stall and just blocking out what's going on around you, whether that's taking a walk on your lunch break, whatever meditation looks like for you in your day. For some, you'll get up early and you will sit in quiet contemplation. For some of you, it's simply sitting at your desk and daydreaming and allowing yourself to daydream for a few minutes. All of that downtime is allowing spirit to find the pockets between the egoic thoughts to come in and whisper to you. So remember that communication from spirit is often very subtle and very fast. And so the more that you can get in that quiet contemplation, the more that you can recognize that it's coming in. And then the trusting and acting on it follows. So big message today, guys, because I do feel like after this full moon energy that we had, which was big energy this weekend, I was pretty much defunct. I did what I had to do, but I didn't have a whole lot of energy for other things. So, sometimes we just have to go into the cocoon, and I did. I'm going to be honest, I did watch some Harry Potter this past weekend. Just laid in my bed and let it go. Sometimes just having it as background noise just helps me because it does quiet that part of my mind that sometimes doesn't ever quiet and allows me to feel more centered and grounded. So, whatever works for you, I would say in the next week, take time out on a regular basis to find time because you're going to get the messages, especially for those of you in that big transition. You need to know, what is my way? Where should I go? What should I turn to? How should I do this? Should I make this decision? Should I not make that decision? I don't know who's got these thoughts going on in their head, but boy, they're just a swirling. And the only way to stop them is to get quiet. And the only way to do that is find the way that works for you. And sometimes taking that long drive with the music blaring is the way. Sometimes locking your door and turning off all the electronics and just taking a nap is the way. Find what works for you. Yeah, Mandy, that's what's been going on. These energies are a lot sometimes, and sometimes we just have to go within because there's nothing we do is going to work out well. And honestly, I have to be careful. I end up hurting myself. I mean, the last time this happened and I didn't take the time I needed for myself, I fell down a flight of stairs. So, lesson learned. Now I take the time. I set the boundaries. I say, no, I cannot do that right now, or no, I cannot help you with that right now. I will, but I'm going to have to get back to you in a day or so. I'm going to have to do that when I feel able to do that. So it's very important to set those boundaries. Alana, I'm going to be on 7 o'clock tonight for Tuesday Tarot for free reading. So join me then. Right now it is a general message. If you're just coming on, please do watch the replay and get the whole message. But the advice that I pulled as I was talking was ask and receive. Ask and receive. Yes, they're always there, guiding you, supporting you, wanting to come in, but they have to be invoked. That is what we came here in this earth plane to do, was to have free will choice. So if you do want help from your spirit guides, from your angels, from your ascended masters, your crossover loved ones, your guardian angel, you have to ask, you have to invoke. So ask and you shall receive. Your angel guide wants you to know that help is available. You're being encouraged to shift your perceptions and recognize that even in the most difficult of circumstances, a miracle is possible. Whatever miracle you need, it is available to you now. Your angel guide is encouraging you to recognize that you may have been blocking support by saying no to the things you wanted to say yes to, and asking you to change that now. When you begin to say yes to the experiences that light you up, you usher increased levels of support into your life. You may feel that your prayers aren't being heard, but that isn't true. Angels have heard you and are suggesting you take time to assess where your work or relationships may be creating barriers to success. When you are opening to seeing and doing things differently, you will experience the answers and miracles you need. You're being encouraged to pray from a space of gratitude now. When you focus on what you're grateful for, you align your energy with the miraculous. Heaven is encouraging you to welcome support in all areas of your life. I recognized the other day that one of the things that I've gotten away from posting on my page is gratitude, using gratitude to help you. So I'm going to talk about that right now. 21 days, I encourage you, I challenge you, 21 days, 10 things every day that you're grateful for, 10 different things if you can, as much as you can. And they can be little. They can be that the coffee was hot, or the barista got my coffee order right, or that the sun was shining, I didn't have to drive in the rain, that my kid got off to school without a fight. You know, whatever you can be grateful for, trust me. When I was doing it, I had to get small. I had to get really small. The sun was shining. So really, really, really good stuff. So the other thing to use is Tom T. Moore Talks in the Angel Way, requesting a most benevolent outcome. Building that relationship with your team to invoke them on a very regular basis so that they know that you do want them to come in and help you. So, and I've been using this for the past, I'd say, since I heard about it, maybe 6 months ago. I request a most benevolent outcome for, and then it can be as simple as the line at the drive-thru is short, or as big as please help me find a new space that's going to be beneficial for me to move into. So as big or as small as you need. Yeah, Mandy, positive affirmations. Absolutely. You can use positive affirmations. You can do mirror work where you get in the mirror and really talk about how much you love yourself, because sometimes, and that's something that I've been struggled with, is allowing people to love me because I didn't love myself, because I wasn't made to feel lovable at early age. So yeah, it's very important to do these things on a regular basis that are really going to change your vibrational frequency so that you can start drawing in the situations and people that you really want, and not keep swimming in these patterns of things not working out, because that's where you resonate. That's where your energy is, because that's the traumas and dramas you're holding on to. Well, thank you, Darlene. Thank you. So I'm actually going to go live on Thursday night talking about integrated energy therapy with several people. One is going to be the person I learned it from, and then a couple of people are coming on to talk about their experience with it, because really releasing your traumas and dramas profoundly changes your life. And I can't say enough about the change that the integrative energy therapy has made in my life, and I really, really want to share that with all of you. Thanks, Krista. Yes, Cynthia. Yes. Absolutely. Thank you. You're welcome. So Thursday night at 7 o'clock, look for that live. I'm going to go live with about 3 or 4 people, as many as I can get on, as my streaming will allow me to put on the screen. But I'm going to ask them questions. I'm going to ask them questions about their experience. I'm going to ask them questions about how their life has changed, so that hopefully we can get some very specific ways in which they've been helped, so that you can decide whether or not that's something that's going to be beneficial to you. Yeah, Thomas, you have to. You have to release it. If you hold on to it, you're going to stay stuck, and you're going to stay blocked, and you're going to not be able to get out of your own way, which is what I was feeling. I was feeling there was a hurdle in my life that I couldn't get overcome by myself. I couldn't get out of my own way. I couldn't put myself out there the way I needed to. I couldn't feel that I was worthy enough to do this work and to have relationships in my life that were going to be beneficial. So yeah, really, really important stuff. So Thursday night, 7 o'clock, we're going to get together on a Facebook Live. I do have the event already put up. So get the reminder button is there. So hit the get reminder button on that, so that you get reminded that we're going live 7 o'clock on Thursday night. So tonight, 7 o'clock, I will be doing Tuesday Tarot, pulling 1 free card for as many people as I can get in. And then, yes, Krista, thank you. The donation information is there. So if you really do feel like you need a reading, a donation as small as $5 will get you the reading in the hour. I will bump you up, and also you'll get a little bit of a lengthier reading. So for some, it's been, I think, a great way to learn to work with me, or to get to know me, to figure out if they want to work with me in my other areas, whether it's taking classes, doing the healing, or getting a longer reading. So it's all good and it's all great. And thank you all for being here with me this morning. And that is what I have for you today. So I will be back 7 o'clock tonight, guys. Have a beautiful rest of your day. And please, if you are joining me on the replay, hashtag replay, join your energy to the group. And if you've not joined Guidance 311, the group, please do, because we do other things in the group as well. So yeah, guys, thanks, Krista. Thanks. All right, guys, have a beautiful rest of your day, and I will talk to you soon.